Welcome to another edition of Mad River Outdoors. Thank you very much for stopping by my channel and checking it out. Please make sure you click a like and subscribe. I'd love to have any comments. Got up here today on the property. We're sitting down in front of the tiny cabin. As you can see, we got the floor painted. We chose white so it would brighten the interior up a little bit. And we just threw in a quick outdoor rug, nothing too special. Something odd happened today when I arrived. I was opened the door and I got here and I found a brown slug on the floor. It was sitting like in this area right here where I just dropped it. I don't really know anything about bullets. If you guys know anything about bullets in the comments, I'd love to hear from you. But here's the condition of the bullet. Seems like maybe it hit here, but I have no idea how this got in the shed. So I was looking around for something like, how would a bullet get in the shed? And I noticed this hole right here. So I'm thinking that obviously the trajectory's got to be from the neighbor's yard, which is over there in that area. But there's like a good solid 20 to 25 feet of brush that separate my property and his. Doesn't really make a whole lot of sense. Here's the hole from the outside. As you can see, that's a round hole. I didn't drill that. I don't know how that got there. So it's got to be the bullet. Anyway, so that's some exciting news. The Amish are also up here today and they're doing some work on the house. As I've mentioned in previous videos, they don't really want to be on camera, so I'm trying to be respectful. But I do have the game cam out. I put the 4x4 into a bucket full of concrete and I strapped the game cam to that and then I stuck it off in the bushes. So we've had some deer activity and I've had a fox running around on the property. All right, so the Amish are gone and I wanted to come and show some of the handiwork that they've done. So I asked to get that piece of plywood replaced. They have replaced all of this soffit that goes all the way up to the corner and all of the soffit that comes down to here. They put all new metal on it. So that's all nice and buttoned up. We got plywood here in the front. And I asked them to go through and replace all the rotted plywood that was in front of the door. So they got all that squared away. We got all new fascia boards up here. They rebuilt that whole corner. The whole way. It's remarkable. They put that trim up. No, looks like that trim was already there. Here's the pile of debris that they've got and all that metal. We got to get a dumpster or burn this. A lot of nails. It's hard to get a dumpster up here in the country. I haven't figured out how to do that. A lot of people want large fees for the long drive. So that makes it kind of frustrating. They replaced all of this soffit and gable end. You got the metal on. I had them put a piece of plywood up right there to cover a hole that was there. The goal is definitely going to be to get some vinyl siding. And they said they'd help me with that as well. I had him replace this. I had him replace this piece of plywood. You could put your whole hand through up there at the top. They've done such a large amount of work here. It's amazing, and I can't thank them enough. And again, I think this has only cost 5 days worth of labor at $300 a day for 2 guys. So that's $600 per day. Today's 3 days this week that they've worked, plus 2 prior days. So altogether, I've got 5 days worth of work into this property. They're going to come back and do the floor joists and the decking that goes in the bathroom. I have to get 5/8 inch plywood, and I have to finish ripping out the rest of the bathroom floor up to the joists, so then we can take those out. So that'll be probably a day's labor as well. So, but to have the camp pretty much buttoned up for winter at this point, I think is remarkable. I can't believe the amount of work that they've gotten accomplished in 5 days worth of labor. And for $600 a day, so what is that, $3,000? That's well worth it in my opinion. This camp is ready for winter at this point, I believe. I'm so happy. And I'm happy that you all here are watching this. And I hope you're enjoying my videos. And please like, share, and subscribe. Share this with your friends if you feel it's appropriate. And leave me a comment. If you see something in here that jumps out at you, I'd love to learn more about it and know more. I think information is power. And I like communicating with the audience. I watch a lot of other YouTube channels and videos. And I do a lot of commenting. So it's good to know. All right, thanks for watching. And